Hello all, welcome to the section on anchors. So what are anchors? Anchors are Regex characters which won't match any text by themselves. Seriously, you can see from here this slash B slash capital B, this cap character and this dollar won't match any characters by themselves. But it gives some special meaning or property when used in addition with another regex search pattern. So if you use slash B here, for example, slash B can represent a word boundary. Okay. If you give something like slash B and he, okay, then it will match all the word which are at the word boundary, especially to the start. For example, let's try this file next. You can see it's matching only the 4 HEs, but it is not matching this HE because here it is not the boundary. It is middle of the word. You got the point, right? This one is at the start, so you can consider starting point as a boundary. And this one is not a starting point, it's actually a middle of a word. So that's why it's not getting matched. So this is how this word boundary actually works. When you put one more slash B here, which means we need a word he, which contains word boundary at the start, at the end, having the character or word he. So if you now search for find next, it will match only this he. This e is not a word boundary because it is at the middle of the word, and here also, here also, here also. Whereas only in this one we are having he at both starting and ending. You got it right. So that's how the word boundary actually works. Now we already know capitalizing any letters will do the operation opposite of the functionality that was performed by the small case b, right? Or any letters. Let's make this as a capital B. This is matching only this HE. You know why? Because the other stuff, for example, this one he, this hello, this he and this he and this he, all are having the word boundary. Whereas this one is in the center of the word and this is not having any word boundary, right? So that's why it's getting matched. So if you just remove this one, it will match only that one alone. Or even if you put the slash B at the end, then it will match these 4. Because E is not the boundary at least. That's why we are able to match all the 4 he's in the hello, right? So let's go on with the anchors, this cap symbol and dollar. So now we have seen about the word boundary and not a word boundary characters match. So now when we try to use this cap, which means beginning of the string, or we can consider as the beginning of a line. So in this line, we are having 0 at the start. In case if you want to match anything, for example, if I'm having a lot of numbers like this, okay, and if you want to match one line that starts with 0, then I can use like this cap symbol and then 0. So when you click on find next, it will match this particular line. There is only 0 at the particular line. It's because we are searching for 0 which is at the start. So this is the only thing that matches that. And you may be asking me that is there no other zeros? This particular document has a lot of zeros, but even the zeros are not matching because we are having some void spaces here. So that's why it's matching only this one which is at the start. If you make a single space, then it won't match anything. So always keep in mind that it considers void space as some character in front. In case if you want anything that ends with 8, then you can put 8 followed by the dollar symbol then this will match those lines but has 8 at its endpoint. So this 8 and this 8 are matching for our case. It's like we are asking for 8 which is present at the end of the line. So that's why we are matching that particular 8 over here. Hope you got the idea about this, guys. Okay guys, see you in the next lecture. And also in case if you have any doubts, kindly post your questions in the Q&A section and I will gladly help you all. Thank you.